In this presentation, we're going to be discussing how the forest community in Point Pleasant Park was able to recover after Hurricane Juan hit Halifax, Nova Scotia in 2003. In 2003, Hurricane Juan devastated Point Pleasant Park and Halifax, Nova Scotia. This storm caused huge mortality rates in trees and plant species, which caused a major alteration to the forest composition. Due to this storm, long-term monitoring has been put into place starting in 2004 all the way up to 2026, excluding 2005, 2007, 2016, and 2020 to see how the forest recovers. Because Point Pleasant Park is an urban forest, it may recover differently than what is expected from a natural forest. This means that successional trajectories may not always be predictable due to other urban factors influencing the forest community. Putting all these factors together allows us to study how the overall forest community has changed over time since Hurricane Juan. Using succession theory, we were able to hypothesize that overall diversity would increase over time and the forest community would transition between early and mid-succession to become more stable.
So methods. The data was collected by Biology 2060 students from 2004 to 2025, excluding the years of 2005, 2007, 2016, and 2020. And the data was collected in 6 20-meter by 20-meter sites in Point Pleasant Park, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And these study sites were selected based on surveys which determined the most hurricane-impacted areas of the forest. And the measurements which were used was diameter breast height measurements, which is approximately 4.5 feet off the ground. And so all living trees within these 6 sites which had diameter breast height of greater than or equal to 2.5 centimeters were measured using a diameter measuring tape and identified with the Trees of the Acadian Forest Guide from the Nova Scotia Department of Natural Resources. After measurements were taken, regression analysis was used to plot the changes of tree species density and biodiversity after Hurricane Juan.
So now we're going to be looking at how the overall forest community has changed over time and what we can predict moving forward. So this graph shows how the overall forest community has changed over time since Hurricane Juan between 2004 and 2026. So the Shannon Diversity Index was used to measure community structure, and you can see that there's a positive linear relationship shown between the year and diversity, which demonstrates the overall increase in diversity within the forest community, and this increase in diversity most likely shows secondary succession. This could be due to an increase in species present from 2004, before the hurricane, to 2026, and due to the increase in population, the community will most likely stabilize as competition increases.
So how has the density of the dominant species in 2004 and in 2025 changed over time? So the dominant species in 2004 was the red spruce, which is shown in the graph on the left. And then in 2025, it was the red maple, which is shown on the right. And so starting on the left, in the red spruce graph, the regression analysis shows the positive relationship between density and time after Hurricane Juan. And this is also shown in the graph on the right for red maple density, which also has a positive relationship. However, the differing dominance comes from the differing growing rates of the two trees. So red spruce was denser in the years immediately following the hurricane and was quite consistent in density approximately from 2004 to 2009. And then starting around 2009 and continuing until 2025, red maple surpassed the density of red spruce and became the dominant species. This is largely due to the growing times of the two species, where red maple has a faster growing time and was able to surpass the density of red spruce after being able to be established after the hurricane, whereas red spruce is slower to grow and so was outdominated quickly by the red maple species. So expanding from the last slide, what can we predict will happen to the dominant species as the forest moves towards its climax community? So as the forest moves towards its climax community, which is its relatively stable state, we will likely see red spruce density increase and potentially outdominate red maple after it's allowed enough time to reach its full growth potential. The differing lifespans of the two species should also be taken into account, as even though red maple grows faster, it only averages about 100 years, while red spruce averages about 400. And so red spruce, in the long run, is likely to become the dominant species. Additionally, based on the 1998 ecological survey of Point Pleasant Park, so pre-hurricane, red spruce was the long dominant species, so it's likely that the red spruce would be able to return to dominance given the right growing times and conditions.
To understand the effects of Hurricane Juan on species richness in Point Pleasant Park, data was gathered comparing species richness over time in 5 different 400 square meter sites. There is a strong positive correlation between species richness and time, with species richness increasing over time. The results show that species richness is increasing each year, implying that the species richness is recovering from after the effects of Hurricane Juan. It is evident that species richness has been climbing after Hurricane Juan. As the forest approaches its climax community, I predict species richness in the coming years will drop by a little and then plateau as the forest stabilizes. After a hurricane in North Carolina, a Piedmont forest experienced an increase of exotic species and no decrease of original species. This is due to the new niches created by the hurricane. Shade-intolerant plants are able to grow without the presence of large tree canopies, further increasing the richness of the area. A study done by Tersch in 2016 also saw an increase in species richness. They predicted that before the hurricane, the forest was approaching or at its climax community, and the new niches allowed richness to grow. It is hard to determine whether these new niches will remain present or not. If these new niches are replaced by the recovered pre-hurricane ecological conditions, then we can expect loss of species adapted to those conditions. Hurricane Juan devastated Point Pleasant Park in 2003, destroying the forest. This caused many key ecological features to be lost. The forest is currently in the mid-successional stage and is approaching late succession, as supported by Shannon diversity, species richness, and the number of red spruce and red maple trees, which are all increasing. The fact that this forest is urban and being treated by management plans, such as removing dead trees and protecting juvenile trees, allows for a faster recovery.